Guess who's back? Back again, 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 again. Hello, watchers, YouTube stream and Twitch stream, and today back on Danganronpa. Where's the music? There it is. There's the music. We are back in business, basically. And yeah, we're just gonna hop straight into it because we did enough dilly-dallying last episode. We know what to expect, you know. It's like Danganronpa. Got the controller at the ready. You know, got some cookies that I'm gonna eat on the way. Because this will be an interesting experience, you know. Oh, camera's moving. Why is that happening? Oh, I've got my wires tangled. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Alright, give me a second. Let me just reset my camera. Because it's in a funky position. That's just not nice. Bam. Okay, let me reset this. It's tangled in my wires, which is not cool. Still got the music though. And let's see, is it working? Should be. Okay, why is it not working? Why is it that it just decides to break now? You know, all times. Work. Oh my days, my camera just broke. That's fun. There we go, it's back. Okay. Hello, we're back in business. There we go. Alright, let's just hop straight back into it, you know. Because we know the drill, we know what's gonna happen. This is Danganronpa. So it's a pretty low game. Which one was it? We were literally just on the edge of a trial. Which one's the most recent one? I feel like it's not this one. 28. Let's just go to this one then. Because I don't remember. Is this where we were? Yes, it was. Okay, let's go, go, go. Let's go, go, go. Bam! To the red door. Chapter 3. Everyone is here. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the red door, as they should be. And as soon as we were all there...
Monokuma!
Hello! He's multiplied? Nope, not multiplication. Just looks that way because of an illusion. I still don't like doing his voice. Like, I can't anymore. It's annoying. The music, though. Absolute vibe. I'm moving so fast, it only looks like I've multiplied. Hey, can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy,
You're gonna play not long.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you. Okay,
Hey,
fine.
hey!
And if everyone's here and ready to go, please bother play at the paint train, elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we?
Please!
Hold on! Yasuhiro Hagakure. Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins.
What the heck?
I told you already, I didn't do it for serious.
Hmm.
That reminds me. Did you ever find the other costume? Are they nuts? Well, no, but how unfortunate. And it was him we have our culprit.
Hey,
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
Yes, the hero's in big trouble, you know, guys. He is absolutely screwed. She's right. Let's get down there first. Then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. Hey, Makoto's got a good idea for once. That's not original. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the two that lost their lives. Dun dun dun. Uh-oh. Flashbacks to every single cutscene. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka, the one who killed two of our friends. The killer is... What, do I just choose? Oh, someone right here. Oh, I thought we were going to choose now, you know. Imagine, whoever I pick is the killer. Whose voice do I like doing? Yasuhiro Gakura. I feel so sorry for you, bro. It wasn't me. You gotta believe me. Asahine's got something to say about that. Let's hurry up and go so we can make Hiro pay for his crimes. Celeste had a big influence on our decision making. It would appear the culprit has been confirmed. The trial will be over in no time, and then we will consistently be here for 2 hours. Like, I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk toward the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, I feel like that room is the elevator, you know. I always treat it as such. The doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. And we're getting back into it. Yeah. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. Oh well. You know, we weren't going anywhere anyway, so we're stuck here. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator door slid open, opening up onto a cool thing. This has changed. When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school's life is slowly reaching its climax. Only because of you. Why? Yasuhiro Gakure. Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other? What? You really hate me so much? I'm so cute. Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me, of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. Imagine if I ended the stream there. I'd never hold out onto you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats. His voice is changing because I can't be bothered doing the jumping one. It's just so consuming. A deadly class trial. I didn't even read any of that, you know. So I guess this is a good place in future to like, set skills. I think, can I improve any or not? Increases the time limit. Oh, that's like equipped, okay. And now they must confront 2 murders who claim the lives of Hifumi and Kiyotaka. In this class trial, suspicion builds. Okay, so we got that. So we've still got only like 3 skills or whatever. Open e-handbook. We got our truth bullets. Just giving you a quick reminder of how stuff went down, you know. Rainbow Justice. Yasuhiro Gakure. Sakura Ogami. Oh, finished preparations. Because we haven't unlocked anything else apparently. We're just as screwed as we were at the beginning.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with,
we already know who did it.
No, we don't. Where's your evidence? Where's your proof?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
Did we now?
Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Could Hiro have really done it? Do you believe that someone like Yasuhiro Gakure could have done it?
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Well, if Genocide Jill's saying that, then, you know, 2 great minds think alike.
You calling a murderer?
Exactly,
I am
you know.
sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence.
Well, let's still go throughout it with like a normal class trial, because what if we're wrong? What if it's someone else who's just using this false accusation as their way to get out
all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the
Again,
evidence
Celeste
is quite
is controlling this so much, you know. Why is Celeste so in control?
Having
That's
created the
suspicious.
suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
Wasn't very.
How many times do I have
Also,
to tell you?
we just found out that Kiyotaka, or at least I found out that Kiyotaka could have fit in the suit. The measurements are around the same, you know. So that was probably who it was. Is Hiro really the killer, or before anything else, we have to make that clear. Oh yeah, I've kind of forgot how to play this, but we're still gonna do it. Yeah. Can I like pause and like go over the controls? Because I clearly do not remember how to do this. No, I'm not firing that. Everything we found in your room, the blueprints.
They are all proof enough. that you are the culprit.
Robo Justice costume, Yasuhiro's message. I'm gonna look at Yasuhiro's message because I think they're gonna talk about how he got he got sent a message.
Why did you kill them?
No,
he didn't do it.
Hold on a second.
Oh, so that's it. Okay. Simple, introduction. Okay, thank you. How do I do this? So that concentration, that speeds up. Let me go to the top. Okay. That fires truth bullets. Bam. I remember that. I can do that. And hold down the Y button. You can use that weak spot. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Silencer. Pressing the A button. I think I would never remember which one that is. Because I'm using a PlayStation controller. So I'm trying to like... Okay, so that's silence. That is skipping. That's slowing down. That's change. Okay, yeah, I think I've got it. Alright, yeah.
Everything we found in your room.
This you didn't find in his room. Oh, I've already failed, guys. This is not a good start. This is not a good start, guys. Yasuhiro's message, blueprints, and costume. I think it's going to be the message.
The suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hero, why?
No.
So we're starting off really easy as well. Compelling evidence that Hero's the killer.
Everything we found in your room.
He didn't find this in his room. Oh my days! I couldn't be any.
Shoot!
I need to think about it one more time. I'm already losing. Like,
everything we found in your room.
It's gonna be the blueprint, isn't it?
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are.
Oh my days, man! Flipping, give me more time. I
don't know. It's not true. It's
Hero, what?
No, just hold on a second.
Because we're clearly not getting anywhere with this line of argument.
Everything we found in your room.
The blueprints. Oh my days, what have I not done yet? I'm about to immediately fail. Oh my days.
Everything we found in your room.
It's not this one.
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are that you are.
Oh my days, this flipping thing is in the way.
It's not true. It's
Hero, what?
No.
Bro, I'm actually about to lose instantly. I can't believe I'm doing this bad already. Okay, so
everything we found in your room.
The costume.
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
So that. Oh my days.
Shoot.
What I don't understand, okay, is how it was.
Everything we found in your.
What is Yasuhiro's message? I'm gonna go look at that. Apparently Yasuhiro received a mysterious note that believes I found a hole, maybe. Yasuhiro's message. Well, I'll meet in the dining hall to get everyone to meet. Oh, so that's not even the thing. There's no way that's a thing. These are the blueprints which were found in his room. No one but Yasuhiro could have possibly fit in the costume. In addition, anyone wearing it would not be able to see the feet bend at the waist.
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know. It's not true. It's
Hero, what?
No.
This is useless.
Hold on a second.
I'm choking already. Compelling evidence.
Everything we found in your room.
You didn't find everything in his room.
The suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
There's only 2 messages, and there's only 2 things I can shoot at, right? And there's only 2 things it could be. It's either Yasuhiro's, it's not even gonna be his message. Have the arms bend like this? So do I put the blueprints on?
It's not true. It's a
Hero, what?
No, just hold on a second.
Or maybe I do have to do the
everything
thing.
We found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
Oh, flipping failed it, guys.
Shoot.
Oh, flipping failed it off the bat. I've done it already. Oh my days. Oh, I'm not even gonna hear what you have to say, man. I'm just so bad. Oh my days. Yes, please give me another shot.
To give up yet.
Oh my days. There's no way I failed on the first one. Okay, we've got time. Let's take it easy. Let's take it easy, you know. got 3 bullets. It's not going to be his message. It's going to be either the blueprints or the
Everything we
costume.
found in your room.
So it's not blueprints on that. Is it costume on that?
Everything we found in
Is
your
it
room.
costume on that? It's not costume on that either.
Shoot!
I don't care because, you know...
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
It's not costume. It's not blueprints because I know I've done that one up there before. So
Everything
is it
we
his
found in your
message?
room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything. It's not true. It's
Hero, why?
no. Just hold on a second.
Is that really true?
Everything we found in your room.
Okay, so it's not that on that either. Oh my days, I'm actually stuck. How?
Everything we found in your room.
I'm so stupid. Oh my days. Oh my days. I'm stuck on the first one. How is this the case? I'll just skip it, man. We already know what happened, even though that makes completely no sense.
I refuse to give up yet.
Hi, I want to offer. Let's get that out of here straight away, you know. Like, seriously. Oh my days. Bro's trying to sell me something. That's not happening. Let's block this. Get that out of here. Anyway. Let's get back into it. Okay, let's slow it down. We failed twice in a row already. Like, we haven't even begun and we've already failed.
Everything we found in your room.
Okay.
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
How is there nothing else that I can shoot
I
at?
don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hero, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
Okay, so there is literally nothing else. Literally nothing else. Okay, okay. Text may appear in yellow. Fire truth bullets.
Everything we found in your room.
Oh, I wasn't
The
meant to do that.
blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
Huh?
No, that's wrong.
How? You know what? I'm gonna pretend that whole last
Are
10
we
minutes
sure Hero
didn't happen.
really made those blueprints?
Oh, thank you, Makoto, for actually
What
saying
do you
something
mean?
that helps me. Oh my days, I need a
Well,
cookie.
take a
That
look
was
at this.
so tough.
It's the note that Hero wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say?
Because I saw that was Yasuhiro's handwriting, so that's
When you
why I
compare
chose
it
that
to
one,
the
obviously.
blueprints.
Someone else's handwriting. Not Yasuhiro, I tell you.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
This is Yasuhiro Hagakure. He does not know how to do that.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Like, I don't know
Come
what it is,
on.
but
I'm not smart enough to think I'm trying to change my handwriting anyway.
you see, he
Makoto,
knows himself, you know?
Are you
He's not
saying
that
you
kind of
don't think
guy.
Hero's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hero's
Yeah,
innocent as well.
Byakuya, on my side. Let's go.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit?
Kiyotake
Is it like
Ishimaru.
Hero said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The
No.
suspicious individual hidden within the
Was
suit.
Kiyotake
Go ahead,
Ishimaru.
Makoto. Tell them who it was.
I know, and of course he passed it off to me. Can I choose from the things because I'm smarter than that? Kiyotake Ishimaru.
I got it!
Hmm?
Other than Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been.
I can? Oh my days.
Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
I know
Then
who's
there
in the
can be
second
no
suit.
doubt. Hero is the prime suspect.
Oh
That
my
doesn't make any
days.
sense. You
Oh,
just
what are you
said
on
Hero
about?
didn't
It's
do it.
Kiyotake Ichimaru.
It makes perfect sense. Hero was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
Well, who was in the suit at the time when it attacked Celeste? I don't think that was
So
Hero.
what you're saying
I don't think
is-
it was.
That's right.
The culprit in
The
this
culprit
case.
in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice
Well, that
suit.
makes sense, yeah.
What?
Because that still aligns with what I was saying. The culprit was not in the suit at
Now
any
that's
point.
a bold assumption.
Which
And
clears
what
it.
reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason,
It's
yes.
beyond here.
Of
But also
course.
the fact that
Before we get
he was
to that,
literally locked in that locker and couldn't have gone to
there's
do all of
something else
that.
we need to clarify first.
Oh,
So
we
let's
have
get
to
that
take
out
in
of
charge
the
of the
way.
investigation now, I see.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
You let Celeste do it?
All things
Oh my
of a
days.
proper order.
What is this guy? What is wrong with you?
So
guys?
what
Like,
is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
Taka was killed where again? I don't remember where he was killed. Where was he? I've completely forgotten. He was upstairs, wasn't he? In that room. So that means the thing. Oh, that's easy.
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
If he
Makoto,
knows,
can you...
I can tell you what they were, but why you want me to do it for you? Things that we used to use, this thing. It was this one. This one. This is how you do it. See? I'm on a roll now that we forget the last 10 minutes that didn't happen. Still one more thing. The things that we used to move Taka's body, they were... Oh, there's that thing. And then there is, Wait, what? Huh? Sorry. What? What do you mean there's another thing? Oh, this thing. Sorry. I completely forgot, you know.
They were a dolly and a
Look
tarp,
at me go.
right? So, let's see if
Oh,
I
he
can
wants me to
explain.
do all of it for him. Oh,
Taka's
dude.
body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we
Yeah,
rediscovered it in
honestly.
the repository.
What if I just don't want to? Like, what if
And when
it's
we
just not
found
the
it
thing
for
I
the
like to
second
do?
time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Yeah, it was Makoto. We know this. Oh my days.
It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body.
Well, Byakuya could have
That
said
way,
that. That was
They
obvious.
wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
But
Okay,
it still
that
did.
explains the tarp. And the dolly?
The
Same
dolly,
thing.
same thing. There's literally bloodstains that literally show the mark. It
I'm
was
sure
in the
the dolly
that
was
room.
in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there.
I remember because I specifically looked at it, you know.
But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly.
Should have brought a spare dolly, you know, so we didn't know.
Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository,
Yeah, go on. Tell him, Makoto. Tell him.
so did the dolly.
Which definitely does not fit in that
In other
aesthetic.
words, you think they
Oh,
used
why
the
is
dolly
Celeste
to
not
move
happy
the
now?
body.
Because you
Am
didn't
I
get to
right?
accuse Yasuhiro instantly. Yes, they used
But
the
are you
dolly.
sure you are not mistaken?
Yes, I'm sure. I have proof. All my
Are you
days.
absolutely positive the dolly was
Yes,
in the equipment
I
room
am,
when we
because
found
I saw
Taka's
it.
body?
Yes.
The dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room.
So if I can prove that the dolly was there at the time, then
It would be
allow me.
very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do
Oh
you
my days,
respond?
Byakuya. I know how this
There
game
is no
works.
shame in being wrong. Nobody
Wow.
expects much from you anyway. We
Well,
have all
Byakuya
accepted the
expects
fact
much from
that
me,
you
otherwise you would have
hardly
told
understand
the
what is
me to
going
tell
on
you guys
around
not to
you.
do that. Oh wow, they have just called him dumb. Oh my days. If I can just explain to them why it moved. New element, oh my days. Okay, absolutely, please. Reloading. Starting with this next split time battle, we're gonna add one more ingredient to the recipe. Because, you know, they saw me fail the last time and thought, now's a good time. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the terror mark, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. But from now on, just locking on and pressing the Y button won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you've run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the X button. I think I know which one that is. Just like locking on, you'll have to press the X button in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember the X button now and it'll have a function how... Oh my days. Your ammo will not decrease. Oh, but if your action difficulty is you want to... In which case, you know everything I just said. Well then, good luck. Oh no. I have to reload in time with something. Oh, the heck is this thing?
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool.
Oh,
So pathetic.
I forgot what this
Lies
was.
will
I
get
thought
you
this was the...
nowhere. Do your worst.
Boom, boom, bam, boom, boom,
You
yeah,
miserable
boom,
wretch.
yeah, boom, yeah, boom,
I
boom,
cannot
boom,
agree.
boom, yeah,
You are a
yeah,
fool.
yeah. Don't know why I'm shouting it all at
Do
the same
your
time.
worst.
I'm doing my worst, because you're...
You have it wrong. I cannot agree.
Oh,
You are a fool.
I can't find it.
Pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
Oh,
You
come on.
miserable wretch.
I found the tempo. You can't beat me.
I cannot agree. You are a fool.
I'm so lucky that it matches the music.
Do your worst.
Oh, this is so hard.
You miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
Oh, thank you. Please. I finally found the
You
thing.
miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool.
Final strike. Okay.
I
Equipment
cannot
room. Are you
agree.
absolutely positive that Dolly was in the equipment room we found?
This should prove
Yeah.
it.
This was easy. I could have done that easy. I could have done that without the whole battle thing. But you gotta make it a game, don't you? Like, the blood
If you're
stain was
asking
so
for
obvious.
proof that
Oh
the
my
dolly
days.
moved,
I can't believe
I
I just
have
did
it
that
right here.
straight, you know. I was concentrating, man. That was tough. Jeez Louise. Oh my days. Okay. That was a tough one, definitely.
When I found the dolly in the repository,
Take it away,
one of the
Ko. I'm
wheels
eating
had
another
a blood
biscuit for that.
stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's
Tell him,
body.
Makoto. I'm the one who says that, not you. You really tried your hardest to disprove me there. That's really hate me that
Well,
much.
anyway,
Yeah,
that
apparently
was
she
just
does.
something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
What? Who's the culprit?
The subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then
It was you.
what kind of robot is it?
I'm not
Just-
sure that really
It
matters.
doesn't.
I'd
Yeah.
be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
Go on. But I'll let Makoto do
If
it.
you look back on how the body was transported, it will become
Oh,
immediately
because you
obvious.
can't bend over more than 90 degrees in the suit. What does he mean by that? I know what he means by that. I've got to tell these guys now, using their language, these bullets, to, Okay, well, I do know which one it is.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Yeah.
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah. I've only
the
got one
culprit
half.
wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Yeah, they can't do that. What are you on a... Oh my days. Oh,
Shoot.
They can't do that in the suit, man. They literally can't do that in the suit because they can't bend over that much. Oh my days. Ah, I'm so annoyed. Yes, but where am I going to have to
refuse to give
replay
up
it from?
yet.
Do I have to do... How much do I have to do again? Just this battle, okay. Well, at least I have more hearts now. Okay, it's not too bad. Okay, can I get like the...
As we
I want to make sure I'm thinking about the right thing. Possibly. Additionally, bend of the waist for the 90 degrees. There we go. So it is definitely this one.
and from there, the body was
I
moved
have
to the
some
repository,
stuff to
correct?
silence. I'm a
Yeah,
bit bored.
the culprit wrapped the
Because I know
body in
it's
the
none of
tarp,
these.
then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
But they can't
Now,
upload it.
keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, that's
Well,
true.
yeah, But even
Oh,
without
so it's
a
about to be
handle,
your next statement, innit?
all you'd have to do is bend over.
Thank you. Got it. I
No,
found
it's
it.
wrong.
Eventually, I found it. It was me. Thank you. Thank you. It was a
You're
shocker,
absolutely
but you know.
right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low.
Tell them, Makoto, because I already told them.
But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
Being all sassy about it now, it's in Celeste.
What do you mean?
Oh my days, I only have to
Think
eat
back
it.
to what
You're
you
the
said when we
reason
were all
we know.
checking out the suit together. Remember?
I'm as blind as a bat here. Can't see my feet at all. Surprised you got any wearing this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight. Celeste just there in
When
the
you're in
background.
that suit,
No need to.
not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about
Bending
that?
over is not possible.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It's okay, we're all allowed to be wrong. And like Celeste, we won't insult you for
Seems
doing
like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Imagine just kicking it.
Well,
Ronaldo.
what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone
You would
could
trip
kick the
over
dolly
quite a
all
lot.
that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally
It's pretty
impossible.
heavy.
Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome
Tell him,
suit,
Byakuya.
it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a cart.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
But then where would you put it? There's actually no chance the customer's taken off just to move the body because you can't take once on. You can't take off by yourself. I was gonna say, you know, we would have
I
found
don't think
it
taking
there.
off the suit was an option. If you remember,
Oh, sorry. You've got more dialogue to say, yeah. I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Yes, Hugakure. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make the stupid friggin' thing. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off as well. Don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
That's true.
That's
It seems impossible
sorry, they
to put the
voiced
suit on
themselves.
or take it off without
I don't
help.
have to do much this time.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Why is this such a
course I
hard thing
wasn't
for you to
making it up.
believe? Oh my
he
days.
could have gotten it off by himself. I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it.
Exactly, right, come on.
Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Because they weren't thinking hard
Yeah,
enough.
that's right.
That's
So,
a hero, at least back
It's
yourself.
really,
bro.
really
Like,
true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be
you're
clear,
wrong,
whoever
Hasina.
did move the body,
Uh-huh.
it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
Exactly.
No, wait.
Oh,
Just a second, if you please.
What have you got to say
Have
now?
you forgotten about the picture that I took?
What picture?
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The
Well, that
image of
doesn't
Hifumi
involve,
being dragged away
like,
by Robo Justice?
Anyone bending
If
over
whoever
or
was in
anything?
that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
Wait, if it is not the culprit, then maybe at the time it was someone else in the suit. They just switched.
Besides, do you remember what the now deceased
Oh, so we're
Hifumi
going off of
said?
his words. What did he say again? I forgot. How did you get hurt? Did that guy hit me? What guy? Robo Justice. Yeah, that's what I decided to kill him just now.
So long as
that
those
was his
facts
name.
exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
We've just proved that Hero couldn't have done the hero necessary stuff to do so. And also, didn't we find the suit taken off somewhere anyway? So that means it can't have been Hero because he was unconscious for like the whole 3 hours. Like, we can tell. This is just Hero. What was my main point I was gonna make? Yeah, it's not Asahiro. The individual inside the suit and the culprit changed.
Yeah.
They weren't always the same. You're just
Yeah,
agreeing with
that's gotta
Celeste
be
because you don't
right.
want to be wrong.
Hold on a second.
We're not
It's
going
still
back
far
to this.
too early
Like,
to reach that conclusion.
we've
Besides,
just chosen that
there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every
Thank
single
you.
possibility? Instead of
Unless it's
seizing on
obvious,
one
but, you know.
viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
we don't just get out alive. We also find out happened
Perhaps.
during
but
the
where do we
alive
go from
of someone
here?
else.
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the
Sakura,
beginning.
this is your specialty.
Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't
Whoa.
disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus,
Come on.
maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when
Oh.
everything went down.
Not
All
gonna
right
happen.
then, let's take another look back at what
This
happened.
is Sakura's
I
speciality.
suppose we could start with this morning.
Damn, it's been the same day for you guys?
4 of us
Wow.
gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself.
Which kind of clears us from anything that could have
We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone.
I
That
should
was
probably pay
around
attention to
8
this,
a.m.
you know, 'cause I need to jog
And
my
as soon
memory.
as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant.
All for $1
I know
million
it was an
or something,
hour
remember?
because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
Oh, so we're flashbacking again.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear
Feels like it needs a
that
theme
this
tune every
same
time it's said.
Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library.
Gang, let's
He
find
was
everyone
injured,
else.
so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
We heard. Oh, no, it's because Celeste saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs.
When Celeste
saw
told us that,
Robo-Justice.
we decided to split
Again,
up and search the
There's a
second
lot of
floor.
Celeste's involvement in this.
And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
and then,
Getting some action. Doo, doo, doo. And we're back to the... Ah! That was Hifumi. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi is in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. And yet again, I will criticize you for not splitting your numbers well enough to cover for
at
any
that
incidents
point, we
that may
decided to
happen.
divide up into 2 groups.
Only at that point.
Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office.
Because you realized that leaving him alone really wasn't a good
while
idea.
Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect.
That one thing that still is kind of interesting is the dead body announcements. I think they're going to be key to this because they happened like multiple times, but I believe one of them was a false one. Maybe Monokuma did slip up, you know, you never know.
When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi. Dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
Which was most likely for Kiyotaki.
I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
At which you found Kiyotaki.
meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time. Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
Not long. How long?
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office.
It says leaving someone behind.
But
just leave
right
it.
after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
You lost Hifumi. Hifumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's
Oh my
office and
days,
saw
that's
that she
actually
was
so
right.
stupid, man.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back
Oh my
again.
days. The killer must have been so like excited that you guys were this dumb about it, you know, right? There was so many better ways to go about this. Right.
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies.
Oh my days, man.
And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository.
Yeah, Celeste, Josh.
Which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
And Byaku is just standing there, like he does this
I
every
think
day.
that about covers it.
So now
I
Kyoko's
see.
also filled in.
The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
And also pretty dumb and pretty lucky for the murderer, you know? Just saying.
It certainly
still.
seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Duh. Well, kind of connected.
Okay,
but-
well, if that's true, then what?
Yeah, you've
Rather
got
than a
suspicion.
single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Really? Will that help
and from
us?
there,
Really?
we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them.
Alright, I guess Kyoko's
Now
the
then,
detective.
let's
or
get
what?
started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Alright, so, Taka, the contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them no matter what. And then my favourite, but also the one I've so far failed, probably joint most, Broken Wristwatch, Monokuma file number 3, Yasuhiro's message. Alright, go. What's on Monokuma file number 3 again? The victims, the cause of death was for each was a blow to the head. So regarding Taka's death, Yasuhiro's message, we already used that. That was the handwritten one, so it can't be that. And then Broken Wristwatch, which was just past 6 o'clock, which came out as late. It must have broken the following morning. It must have broken at 6 AM. Okay. So it's either going to be the wristwatch
I
or the
wonder
file.
if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
It was definitely...
We already know what order they were killed in.
Yeah, we did.
Taka came last.
Hold on a second, Taka came last. No, he didn't. We literally saw Hifumi alive.
What makes you say that?
Taka came first.
Because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
Oh, sorry. I kind of just did it because I wanted to do something. I wasn't really paying attention. It just this time.
So, regarding Taka's death, I
It
wonder
could
if he
be.
died before, perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Okay, so I have to shoot at one of those things. The order that Justice Hammers were using to commit the murders, something about that is bothering me. It wasn't an accurate representation.
So,
Was
regarding Taka's death,
it? Okay.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
Nice question.
We
Maybe
already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
It's
Oh, my
true that
days.
Hifumi was
Killed with just while
Oh
Taka's
my
dead.
days.
See?
I
So
think
it's
it
obvious
might
Taka
be
came
that
after.
because what order? It's clearly
So,
not like
regarding I wonder if or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
Taka did not come
What
out.
makes you say that?
I don't think he did.
Because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
Get that out. Look at me go! Look at me go! Oh, I'm insane. Oh my
Hold on.
days, I'm insane.
There's no reason to assume that the hammers
Oh,
were used
look
in the
at
same
me
order
go.
as their
That
numbers.
is a cookie. That deserves a cookie right there. Oh my days, that is a brilliant
If
performance
anything,
from me.
that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
There was something, it was the wristwatch, wasn't it? Hangman's Gambit. How do we do this one again? Help. How do I do this? So I have to shoot the letters to get them in the thing, right? If you shoot the wrong letters, you'll take damage. Okay. It's wristwatch, though. Do I have to do it in order? I think I do. I need an eye. T, wrists. I still need a W. Give me that W. T, I need a T. And you're hiding behind that, okay. TCH. That is how you spell watch, isn't it? H. Thank you. Bam, look at me go. Wristwatch.
Now I understand.
Yeah, you do. I mean, you already knew because it was literally one of the bullets from before, but you know.
I got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
Which tells
It must have gotten
us...
broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because
Exactly.
as of last
Thank you.
night...
Kyoko, doing the hard work. Thank you. Hey, you! How long were you going to keep us waiting? I forgot his voice. Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then...
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
Yeah,
And before Celeste was attacked
which
this
means
morning.
Asahina is
Which
wrong.
happened around 6.
Again. How are you this wrong this many times in a row? Like, that's your own fault, I'm sorry.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us.
Yeah, it really did.
We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
Shows how in control the murderer was of this.
That's
you know, like,
exactly
they
why
really
the
got
culprit
it.
wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in
They wanted
size.
the psychological impact to happen, but you
That
not
way,
notice until
when
it's
we
too late.
saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis
my
for his murder
days.
go out the window.
Oh god.
Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
Oh, that screws Celeste. Celeste was walking around. Oh, you guys,
That
oh,
may
you
be
got
true
it
in
now.
the case of Taka's murder.
Oh, wow.
But
Okay.
all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Alright. Okay, Celeste is really looking suspicious now. You know. Came from downstairs. It must have been Fumi is in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. We should have put people on standby. Why isn't Sakura being bodyguard? We could probably all take Robo Justice if we tried.
When we heard Hifumi screaming,
Honestly.
we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
But it was the same person who did the first one, the same person who did the second one. It's kind of confusing. I think Monokuma said something like, we said that the accomplice doesn't get, you know, like, whatever. How do we know it's the same person that killed both? Because there's no rule that says after someone has killed one person, you can't just go for another, you know. No rule against that. Imagine.
Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body. That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Wow.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something,
honest, that's not
then played it
bad,
later
like-
on.
If that's true, where's the tape?
Oh,
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Says you. You've literally been wrong the most in this argument, apart from me. But As seen
Anyway,
as the
we
one who's
all
like-
have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
so then we
And
just
it
take
does
the people
not
who are
stop
suspicious
there.
there.
There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his
What,
body
so-
vanished from the nurse's office,
Some people can
Hina
be
and I
safe,
were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct?
which still leads us to believe if it wasn't Kyoko, which I don't think it was, that seems like a Byakuya thing to do, not even be involved in any of the murders and just move the body for the sake of it. Actually, that is a Byakuya thing to do, because he did do that. What's to say someone else would take inspiration? But since Hifumi was still alive, he walked up the stairs
And
himself.
then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room.
Well, that one's easy because...
At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
did we not say that, surely someone got left behind, moved it, and then ran back or something?
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Yeah, so it can't have been you for that one. So Genocide Jill is fully
Then what
clear.
if Genocide Jill did it?
No,
She
because
could
then
have
the
dragged Taka's body
switching
out of
wouldn't
there
have
right then.
worked. Like, it wouldn't have worked.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body.
So we're saying the same person moved both? That's ambitious.
Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
So we're saying the same person moved
Besides,
both?
I didn't do either of them anyway.
Where's your proof?
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies.
Is it?
On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles.
That does just sound like something you'd do if you were the murderer and you'd realize that you kind of have led them back to yourself.
So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how.
So we just bring in the 5 W's whenever there's someone who's died. Oh, Judge, I'd like to request that we first talk about what it was that killed our client. It was a gun. Ah, well, I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me. What?
In particular, I think we
No,
need to figure out
5
how
W's
Hifumi's
this,
body got moved.
an English lesson.
That's true.
I think
We
I know.
searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing.
Because he didn't disappear, he moved himself.
And
He was
according
still
to
alive.
what Celeste said,
No one else could have moved him. There is literally no one else who could have moved him. He could not have been gone for more than a minute or two. A minute or two is more than enough time for someone to walk there. So then the killer was able to get in and move Fumi's body in that short amount of time? It would seem so.
his
Forget-
body
forgot the voices
apparently
there for a second.
disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it.
Yeah, he can move.
But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Come on now.
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well,
No.
what if I told you there was a way to make
Kyoko,
the
tell him,
impossible
Kyoko.
possible?
Go on.
What?
Sound like your
How?
voice line got cut off there.
If the dead body were to move itself.
How long have I been saying this for,
The
guys?
dead
I don't
body
even know.
moved on its own?
Not the dead body, the body.
No!
I
Not another...
love how the music has changed because it's such a big revelation to everyone except me. I need to play the new Danganronpa game, the Eden's Garden.
I don't think
one.
it has
I think
anything
I'll
to do
stream
with
that
the
one
equipment.
next after
I
I've
think
done
what
this
she's
one because I've
implying is-
never heard anything about it. So I don't think it. I
We
think.
thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
Thank you, Byakuya. Same wavelength.
He
It
was
only took you guys about
Alive?
2 hours to figure that
Are you
out.
saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Yes, that's what we're
I
saying.
mean,
Oh my
we
days.
found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
Because he
That-
was the accomplice.
It isn't possible.
Celeste, why would you say that? You're the one who's been controlling this whole thing. The idea that Hifumi was still alive. Is it really possible? We literally saw him alive. Are you guys forgetting this? Like, oh my days. Okay, equipment room. What's Celeste's count? I don't know what Celeste's count is. I can't remember. Fumi's body disappeared when Celeste and Ali. Apparently they were gone for more than they weren't gone for more than a minute or two. We got the. It's not going to be the broken wristwatch. Equipment room bloodstain. Where's the equipment room again? Okay, so what are we discussing right now? How? No. Yes, how? Okay. Oh, so someone's
There's
gonna
a
say
chance
something
he was
like,
actually still alive.
yeah, there
No.
is.
It is
Or am I gonna have to
impossible.
steal it again?
Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you
How
know
are you
that
so
how?
sure? Yeah.
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us.
Yeah, but that's
Hifumi's
like,
dead body had been found.
oh, my character ranking. Oh, it's Celeste. My name is Celestia Ludenberg again. Welcome back. 15 Byakuya. Honestly, at this point in time, I could definitely agree with that because this guy, for the whole first part of this trial, was just telling Makoto to do it himself. Welcome back. My name is Celestia Ludenberg. My name is Celestia Ludenberg. Okay, well, I've just missed a thing. Dead body had been found.
And that is why the announcement was made.
No, it
Are
was
we
in the equipment
really
room.
so sure about that?
Yeah.
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Thank you. No, I was gonna steal it and use that as my own. Oh, my days.
Are you
Okay.
saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's
I don't hate
office,
Makoto, he just bores me.
there's a chance he was actually
I mean,
still alive?
it's because he's the main character.
No.
He's gotta like,
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead,
he
without
has
a
to
doubt.
like be the character.
you know
So if
that
the character,
how?
the main character is boring you, it's because the
Surely
person
you heard the
controlling them
body
is much more
discovery
interesting.
announcement along with the rest of us.
Okay.
Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that
Why am I
is
taking
why
that
the
one? It's not
announcement
even
was
that.
made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Someone else's discovery. There we go. Got it. Because I do think I have to shoot this for
Are you
something
saying
else.
that when we first found Hifumi and then there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No.
Yeah.
It is in Hifumi was dead, and you know that.
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Bam! Oh,
No, that's
look
wrong.
at me go! You know, that's the second time in a row, no fails. We don't talk about the first 10
Was
minutes,
the
we
body
talk about
discovery
this 10
announcement
minutes.
that was made really
Thank
intended
you.
for
I've also
Hifumi?
been saying this since the last stream, since
Of
the last
course
2
it
hours
was.
of stream
The
time.
announcement
But
played right after
no
he
one
discovered
cares.
his body.
Oh my days.
Maybe.
But that was
But
also
that
the
was
same
also
time
the
that we
same
found
time that Taka's
other one.
body was found.
You want an example of a player character who's interesting while still being easy for the player to understand? Let me go so I can actually fully read this. Try Shepard from the Mass Effect series. I will probably add that to the list of games I will eventually play sometime, because I've never played Mass Effect, but you can have a very interesting character. But then again, some people think Makoto is seriously interesting, and I guess, kind of. I don't think this kind of game lends you to have
That's
an
right.
interesting main
It
character.
wasn't long after
It's
finding
like,
his body that
what
we
do they
heard the
call it?
announcement.
Graphic novel game. I forgot what they call it. But this kind of
So
game
there's a good chance we've made a
doesn't
mistake
really give
in
you a
there
chance
somewhere.
to make an interesting main character, because it's just you are reading text. It is like a book. So there's a good chance we made a
I
mistake.
think we've
there somewhere.
confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or
Thank
Taka.
you. I've been saying this since
First
the
of all,
beginning.
if two
Oh my
bodies
days.
had been found, there really should have been two announcements.
Yeah,
Maybe
there would have been.
Monokuma simply got lazy and
The
rolled
fact that
them
that is
together
an
into
actual
one.
possibility is not a good thing, but it's not, as we're about to hear from Monokuma.
What do you say, Monokuma?
Oh,
Any
now
comment?
we're about to hear from Monokuma.
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the
What are
body
you gonna say,
discovery
man?
announcement
Nothing.
is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
Oh my days.
No, actually, that was plenty.
That really does confirm our announcements, because it also tells us, just thinking, what if someone made Hifumi kill Taka, then killed him? That could be a possibility, because I did think that Taka was the one in the suit, because he's almost the same height and, like, measurements as Yasuhiro. Like, I reckon Taka could fit in the suit, you know?
He
Yeah, but that
said it's
information's
only
plenty.
broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time.
Oh.
Which means, even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again.
So he's gonna talk about how the second one was played or
If
something.
that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
It was made for someone else when
Later
Hifumi was
on?
dead, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We heard the
We
body
heard it twice,
discovery
and there was
announcement
eventually
twice.
2 dead bodies, so we have to conclude that it was for both of them, you know? The second body discovery announcement. First time it played was when we found each body in the nurse's room in the equipment room, and the second time was when, just after Hifumi came back to life. What do you mean? Well, it is after Hifumi came back, isn't it? Now that you mention it, last time. Yeah, because Dan, he was truly dead. I guess you want me to put the first option there, was when both bodies were rediscovered.
I got it!
Oh my days. Oh
We
wow.
heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
So you're telling me that Monokuma doesn't actually know when someone's dead? Are you kidding me? Because this guy did not come back to life. Let's get that sorted out. He was unconscious and then he died. Can we sort this out? Come on. Oh my days, man. Oh my days. Yeah. This is a stupid announcement thing. I'm not doing his voice.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Then in reality,
We were
when the
discovering
two
one of them.
dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office,
You're making this way more
wasn't
complicated than
actually
it needs to
dead
be,
yet.
huh?
Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the
But
repository.
then how many people found him? I thought it was just Byakuya
And
and
that's just
Makoto.
part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the
my
nurse's
days.
office.
Oh, okay, go on. Is it the glasses?
Dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
Well,
That is
not
the
quite.
worst logic I have ever heard.
I can agree with Celeste on that one.
But honestly,
Oh, my
I do not
days.
think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
There is
Okay
definitely.
then, let's take another look at the events surrounding
gonna
the discovery
Tell
of
you
his
it
body.
differently until you say that you agree with it. That's not a good
Then
method.
it should
but-
become clear whether he was really alive or
Go
not.
on, Kyoko, control
This
this.
whole
This is
thing is
another bullet time
pointless.
battle. There has to be proof that shows Hifumi was still alive. I have to find and show it to everyone. I like these ones. What's these called? I forget, but you know. Okay, Hifumi's glasses. It's gonna be the glasses, because it's not gonna be the door or the dolly, let's be honest. And we've
Well,
had
here's one
like
thing
2 in
we
a row
do.
of stealing it, so it's gonna be
The
this.
first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office.
Yeah, that's for
And
sure.
then,
At least this Assassin's
while
got
me and
something
Celeste
right
were in
this
the
time.
bathroom,
Not getting everything
His
wrong.
body disappeared.
Oh,
And the
lost 10
next
seconds.
time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
How did it get
But
there?
when you compare his body before being moved
It was
and his
exactly
body
the same
after
as what
being
you're about to
moved,
say.
other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Please, thank you. Oh my days.
No,
I got there in
it's
the end.
wrong.
You tricked me. You tried to say something else before what I had predicted you
In
would say.
fact,
I
there
know
was
what you're
one
going to say.
clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository.
And then these people are going to be like, well, he can't have. No murder would have cleaned his glasses. They weren't thinking that in depth.
His glasses.
Thank
that
you.
fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
Well, no. Because clearly you need glasses if you don't
When we
see the
found
logic
Hifumi
here.
in the nurse's office,
Oh my
his
days.
glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless.
Tell him, Makoto. Yeah.
And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash
Forgot
can.
about that, but that is a really good point now. The evidence I found in the trash can in the nurse was the glasses wiper. There we go. Oh, I forget that it's not
I got it!
X, it's Y.
It was a glasses cleaning block
I've just
featuring a
said two
certain
different-
cartoon mascot.
controller minds at the same time. It's not X, it's triangle on my controller. Cross, whatever you want to call it. It's a glasses cleaning
One
block,
look
blah
at the
blah blah. Back to the
bloodstain
game
on the
anyway.
cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
So it definitely belonged to Hifumi, for sure.
And whose digital camera was it?
Hifumi's,
of
of
course.
course. What do you mean, of
The
course?
character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
How do you
I
even remember
highly
that?
doubt anyone but
Oh my
Hifumi
days.
would have brought something like this to school.
If you did,
I
speak
see
up.
your
We'll
point.
call you the
And
murderer,
the
but
only
still.
people here who wear glasses are...
Who does
I
look like
wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Byakuya,
Then there's
imagine.
no question. It
Imagine.
belonged to Hifumi.
Oh my days. That would
So
be a
what you're
really good
saying
Danganronpa
is-
case where the twist
What
is that
exactly?
only the person with glasses could have done it.
What I'm saying
Just
is,
saying.
the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Yeah,
Even
sorry,
if that is
also.
true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
Who else would have done it? Why would
But
you
who
do
would
that as a
benefit from a
murderer?
clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That That's a good point.
There's no other. If you say, okay, well, the murderer could have tricked us, but there's no other way that Hifumi could have.
Then it must have been him, right?
Let's not gonna say that.
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office.
I object. I object to this motion. Hifumi was not alive. I know because I killed him there.
He pretends to be dead.
Dead.
Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see.
Must be
Then he
awesome
stands up
dead,
and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
I would say. I've been
But
saying
then,
that since the beginning.
If he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint
No,
or
that was
something?
real.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies.
Well, it was
He probably
real.
used one of those.
That was correct. I just forget that I would think the blood in the fridge would have been red, but this is.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere.
Surprised
He got
didn't see
crazy
a
with it
pack,
and had to wipe his
empty pack
glasses
there.
off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
Oh yeah, that
And
is
if
pretty
Hifumi was
idiotic,
still
to be
alive at that
honest.
point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained.
What, he did it?
It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
How?
I got it!
If
It could only have been
Taka's
Hifumi.
corpse. Huh?
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
Oh my days.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
Oh my,
The
okay.
door was locked?
Of course you don't.
Well.
You were late.
After the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside.
Which is a bit of an odd design feature, if you ask me,
Which
but
means
still.
when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And now someone.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
So how in the end did we manage to get inside?
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the
Which
repository.
seems like something you would only do if you were specifically
So,
ordered to by
Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But
That's a
that
jump,
means
you
he
know.
took part in the murders.
Yeah, which is
just can't
slightly
believe it.
unbelievable, I can't lie.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one
How
more
did
piece
Taka
of
not
evidence?
hear Hifumi sneaking up on him? You think his weight would creep the floorboards? Good point, but it depends. What if Taka was already dead? I don't feel like I don't think Hifumi killed Taka. He could have, but you know, I feel like he just did it. Taka's like in rage mode. Hifumi does not have the intellect or strength to beat Taka when he's that rage mode. I just feel like it just wouldn't work. Because then you've got, I'm not sure, you know what?
There's more?
Sorry, I missed the transcript. I just clicked it. Okay. If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence? Of course, yes, here
Oh,
is. Shocked by that.
absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
I have
You
no idea
know what
it
I'm
could
talking
be.
about, right,
No?
Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's
Oh,
lifeless
yeah,
body?
yeah. Never mind, I do. I know. The thing that Hifumi stole from Taka, could it be? Hifumi had a reason to kill Taka. Remember they were fighting over alter ego. That does give him a reason. I just don't think Taka could have... like, do you want this one or the other one? What Hifumi stole from Taka? Okay, sorry.
Shoot!
Sorry, I was double-minded. He does have a reason. I just don't think he could, I'll be honest. Like, if Hifumi and Taka are having a one-on-one, then, you know,
I got it!
I'm saying
You're
Taka's
talking
winning,
about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
honestly. Yeah, I am.
Hidden
A hidden
note?
note. You guys didn't know
That's right.
because you weren't
We
looking
found
well
it
enough.
stuffed in his pants.
Don't say we. Okay, it was Kyoko. Let's cancel Kyoko first before this case continues.
In his
pants?
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
What expression, what emotion was Sakura feeling at that point? Was Sakura trying to be professional and mature and just repeated the silliest phrase ever? Like, oh my days. Oh. Okay, I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find us, so don't tell anyone else. Let's meet in the equipment room. Yeah.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go.
But it's not yours, and you didn't find it either. You're literally stupid, and yeah, it is different from yours. Thank you for recognizing
my note, it
that,
said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
At least Hagakure knows
Then this note
comprehension.
isn't the same one Hiro got.
Yeah, but you saw it. You already knew this. It's not the same.
In other
You found
words,
the note that you
the killer
wanted.
got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
The killer got in.
I got it! That's right! Taka!
Yeah,
The killer
because
used
Taka
this
had
note to draw out Taka
Sorry,
and murder him.
That line of question was that was such a weird
Over
question.
here! Objection!
Oh.
Objection!
This
I don't
is an
really
ace
understand
attorney.
what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right?
Well, yeah, technically.
So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Not only is
Yes!
Genocide Jill
Why must you
confused
ruin it
everyone,
every
Genocide Jill has also
time?
confused me. I should pay a slight bit more attention to this. Genocide Jill is scary, so I can't let it get to me. Okay, so the question here is, why what? Oh, it's not even gonna... Oh, okay, we got 5. Oh, and I don't even know the question. Like... I don't even know the question. Hold on. Let me go to the transcript that I cannot access. That's the wrong button. Open handbook menu. So no. Open help. Yeah. I've completely forgotten what the question is. Okay.
Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
Must have been a thing.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
Oh, I'm gonna have to steal
The time
something.
doesn't
aren't I?
matter.
Yes, it does.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Oh, shoot! I wasn't meant to do that. Oh, thank goodness they didn't pick up on that.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended
How
for
do you steal again? You hold
must have
triangle.
been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
What the note said.
6 a.m., I believe.
It's gonna be what the note said, isn't it?
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
TikTok reminds me too much of the app, and I hate the app. Okay, I'm so like, lost right now. I can't lie.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy.
But remember what the note said.
No.
What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I
That's what
believe.
I'm thinking now.
The time doesn't matter. The note has
Oh,
nothing to do
you're
with TikTok.
confusing me as Celestial Ludenberg. You're actually
No,
genius.
that's wrong.
I was like multitasking at the same time, so thank you for that one. Oh my days.
No, there absolutely
I was
is
not
a
paying
connection.
enough attention.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah,
The
you're
note
wrong.
said to meet at
You're
6
like
a.m.,
you're wrong.
which is the
You're
same
wrong.
time
Told
Taka
you.
was murdered.
You're wrong.
You've already proven that using his wristwatch.
So we just bring out past evidence
But there's
and
more.
use it here.
Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place
That was
written in the
clutch.
note.
My name is Celestial
I think
Ludenberg,
that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that...
No further objections.
Don't become
And
an attorney.
someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me.
You're lucky you're alive.
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
You're the one who fell for it,
But
bro.
if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Stuffed down his pants, no less.
He's trying to hide it from
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Thank you, Makoto. If I had to figure that one out, I would have screwed.
Where's your proof? Go ahead. Show us.
Byakuya, I've got the evidence for you. I used it earlier. You didn't like it, so I put it away. But I've got it. Here, take that. You know. The
When I
music
searched
intensifies
Taka's
'cause I
body,
know what I'm doing.
I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping
Yeah.
a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is...
The same as the letter.
I knew it! It fits perfectly
I
with
love
the
how
note we found
this
hidden on
implies that he
Hifumi.
literally did not try putting them together until now.
Then
That's being
Taka's
prepared for a
scrap
case, isn't it, man?
and
Like, just
Hifumi's note.
going off on a whim.
They're from the same piece of paper.
Thank you. I didn't know we needed that.
Hifumi
to
had
be
the note meant for
recognized,
Taka,
but okay.
while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Is there?
Taka died clutching the note.
There is.
Hifumi
Sorry,
tried
I
to
was
free
making
the note
something
from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap.
Which
Did
you
I
would have
get all
thought.
that right?
Yep, that was correct, Sakura.
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Which means he must have been in cohorts
Exactly.
with someone.
Which proves that he was an
Thank you.
accomplice in the murder.
Oh, look at me go.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
Yeah, he
In
was.
fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's
He's
still
not the
alive.
mastermind.
Sorry, no.
Oh my days. Oh, he's dead.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
He just somehow
The
managed to
second
come back
body
to life.
discovery announcement
Live.
proves that.
Not live. Somehow come back to live. Live on Twitch and
So
YouTube.
then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind,
No,
the
they're
true
not the
killer.
mastermind.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
But then the door was locked.
So he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both
How many
bodies in
minutes
the
is that, Sakura?
repository.
Give us a
During that
time frame.
time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body.
So it really could have been any of us. Any of us.
In
Again.
other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Oh my days.
Wait,
Yeah.
but me and Sakura were together.
Oh.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus! Who are you calling a walrus?
Oh my days.
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering
Go on,
me
Mia. Go on,
even
Yasiro.
more.
Redeem yourself. Bring it home. Bring it
And
home.
what might that be?
Bring it home. Land it. Land
The
it.
weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
Alright, fair. We'll take that.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma
It was one of the
file,
hammers that got
the way
cleaned. I
Taka
think.
and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all.
See, Yasuhiro does do his homework, you know, apart from some
But
people.
Justice Hammer
Come on,
3 and
Makoto
4 were
coming
still
along to
laying
the
around
thing
in
with,
the
like,
nurse's office and equipment room, right?
not sorting evidence out beforehand.
So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi,
and
then
then,
put the hammer back where they found it.
oh, use a new hammer.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
And it would also...
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a
Wait,
brain knocking around
that's the
that
thing,
skull
that's
of
a stream
yours
thing.
after all.
Hello, follow on Twitch, legendary. Thank you for the follow. The Twitch alert works, and that's 10 Twitch followers. Yes. God of all visual novel gamer here. How Danganronpa going? Legendary anime JP fan 2. Welcome to the stream and thank you for the follow. That is 10 followers on Twitch, guys. We've done it. Let's go. And the alert worked as well. Oh my days. It's going decently well. Got a few people picking a bone with the game itself, to be honest. But you know, there's some semblance in a brain knocking around. See,
Hell yeah, it's packed in
Yasuhiro
there
has just
good
redeemed
and tight.
himself. He has just
He's
redeemed
right,
himself.
though.
And
I
I
don't
have evidence
understand
to
it
prove
either.
his case. So,
The
Yasuhiro
Monokuma
Dakare, you're
file
on the
makes
good
it
books again.
clear that they were killed using
'Cause I
similar
do know.
instruments.
I know where this is going. I
But
know
if
where
the
it's going.
hammers were already laying around those other rooms,
you'd think they'd have to use a new hammer, which was
how could the
washed on the
culprit have
spot.
gotten their
You were
hands on
talking to
either of the
god-level
hammers?
visual novel gamer that played over 3 decades. Oh, 3 decades, that means I've beat all of Danganronpa series. I have watched the animes and the Danganronpa games from 2 onwards, but I've never seen this game. So I thought, if I've never seen it, I might as well play it, because that'll be fun. So I did, and here I am. And I've skipped some of the transcripts, so I didn't see what's left said. The question is how the culprit could have gotten their hands on either of the hammers. See, what you guys don't realize is that we were in a room full of hammers.
Which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
1, because it didn't kill.
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Wow, they're not big enough. But you do know which ones are big enough. Playing over 1,006 visual
possible
novel
they
games
used a
is hard to
different weapon?
accomplish. That is tough, but at the same time, you could have read 1,006 books, or like choose your own story like ones. Because like visual novel games are really just like the video game versions of those books, and that's probably why I do like them. I do like books, and then I'm just playing a book. That's pretty fun, and somehow it's a profitable business, you know. It's not possible they used a different weapon.
I don't think it is possible.
Thank you.
They were both killed with the same kind of thing,
Same kind of thing, but yeah, not the same one.
So then, what was used
Can we
to
get to
kill
the point where I
Hifumi?
tell you guys what happened? The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Get it, picture? Because they were in the art room, and they draw pictures, and they make things, and you make hammers. Somehow I have to find the truth. Which one is this? Is this the bullet one? It is. I've got this, spotless hammer, there we go. Oh, I have to steal one, which is most likely.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
Well, I know. Can I say it? True, but many of them have anime series, like High School, DxD, I don't know what that is. Vampire Rosario, Food Royal, and many more, that is true. Which I think makes them even more fun, because they link to something you've probably already seen or are about to see. Like, they admit that it can be a book, a game, or a film. That is cool. That is cool. You can literally have every form of media possible. So it's not the first one.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
Okay, well, I know it's the spotless
Was
hammer.
it Justice Hammer 3?
No, it wasn't.
Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
No, it wasn't, because we found them. They were not.
Whatever it was,
Oh,
there's
you're gonna
one
say something.
thing we have to figure
I'm
out.
gonna have to steal your
How was
statement.
the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon?
That's the thing.
How
They
did
didn't,
nobody witness them carrying it?
because they didn't move.
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
No, it's
Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Whoa, what?
Well, one thing seems pretty
I'm
clear.
also a YouTuber. I'm getting ready to
The
upload
murder
over
weapon had to
100
be
hours of game. Damn, 100 hours is a lot. Whoa, what's you just said? What have you just said? Had to be one of the Justice Hammers. No, it wasn't.
And
Oh, on a
No,
whim,
that's
done
not.
it. Let's go. I did it. Let's go.
The murder weapon wasn't a
Cool,
Justice
100 hours
Hammer at
of
all.
game, that's a
No,
lot. That's
it
gonna
was
take a lot
something
of like
completely
processing power
different.
to like edit and upload.
But
It's gonna take so
seriously?
long to upload.
A different
honestly,
weapon?
100 hours. I tried uploading something like once that was like 1 hour to like 3 hours to upload, and it got taken down as well. That was annoying.
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi.
Yeah, they could have.
Now, all the hammers
That's
in the
why I said it.
repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer
Yeah.
got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd
Well,
have
I've
to clean it
uploaded
off.
2,000 hours on my YouTube in past. At one go or like separate?
I'd
Because
also like to point out that
I
the
struggle to upload
repository has
anything
all
that's
kinds
over
of
an hour
hammers.
because it just takes
Big
ages.
ones,
Like,
small ones,
it's annoying having to wait for it.
and even some flat mallet-like ones.
Mallet arrow.
I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their
Not
design.
just as a basis for the design, it was the design. That was
If
literally
that's
the
true,
thing that was used.
would explain the Monokuma Files note about the wounds being similar.
The funny thing is, those hammers were probably made like by hand, so they're probably not even that.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
Yeah.
And whoever did that was the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with.
Betrayal.
And the one who betrayed him.
Damn.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to
Celeste
assume
has
someone
a
was
lot
working
of talking
together
points
with him.
It's like Celeste has been in control, you know.
The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry
Well,
out a
since
murder.
Hifumi was, you know, very gullible and wanted the alter ego, that was a very easy.
So the idea that anyone
Taka
would
was
work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
No, we didn't. We did talk about how there wouldn't be any other reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought first. But do we bring in alter ego now, or what are we using to argue? It's not going to be any of these. I'm going to have to steal one.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us,
we only got
even if more than one
7
person
as well.
is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive.
Okay, well,
Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
It's not impossible.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Ah. Is there some chance? Okay,
Based
so
on the rules that have been laid out for us, even
Do I
if
need
more
to
than one
take-
person is complicit in the murder, only the
I'll
one
be
who
able to grab him
actually
possibly,
carried
okay.
out the act can graduate and survive.
Yeah, it's not going to be
Assuming
any
the
of
rule
these,
holds
so
true, it is simply impossible that 2 people work together on this.
I'm going to say impossible just
That
because,
is how the
even
rule-
though
But
I
that only
know
really
that
applies in this case,
is
however, there were 2 murders.
2 murders. Take that with me.
Based on the rules that have even if more than one, only the one who actually, assuming the rule holds true.
Let's go.
No,
Oh, look at me go. I saw it. I saw that one. I'm happy with that one. That's
Since
not been
there
the
were
best one
2
so far,
murders,
but
it's at least
I
plausible that
enjoyed
more
getting
than
that
one person was involved.
What do you mean?
Monokuma never. I said this earlier in the stream, but there might be some new people here. I said earlier in the stream something like, "There's no rule against someone killing and then someone else killing like after."
If there's
Like,
only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally,
Didn't
if only
Monokuma say
one
something
person
about
can be
like an
saved per murder,
accomplice? Like we
an
have to find out
accomplice has
who's
no
really
risk
in
versus
charge or
reward
something.
benefit.
There's no risk versus.
Risk versus reward benefit?
Yeah,
The
but
payoff
they
for
don't-
working together.
They don't get anything.
The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's
Yeah.
no benefit to you.
Which means that they garnered with something
However,
else.
if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
See?
You're
They
saying
garnered with
that 2
something
people
else.
could act as each other's accomplices to commit 2 separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime.
Imagine like every time you wanted to kill someone, you had to fill in like some sort of like legal paperwork because like Monokuma has to make sure that your crime is like not against, but you know, follows the rules. Like I can just imagine Celeste being like, okay, here, boom, sign here. Like Celeste is just so suspicious. Sign here, blah 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 blah. And then saying like, oh, this is because if you sign here, you actually get called in the convent, like you're called in our convent.
And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
Ooh.
So in this case, there wasn't
means there
one
must have been
single
someone
person
who's
committing
a con-
multiple
yes, you're
murders.
There wasn't one single person. It was
Instead, each
killed
person killed someone, creating 2 separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look.
So who
A
was
single
the true
suspicious
killer?
individual,
Like,
a
what, the
similar
one with the
weapon
high
used in
IQ?
each crime, disappearing bodies by creating one seamless set of circumstances. They made it look like one person was behind it all.
I don't think anyone would look at that.
The
and know
mastermind
what
picked their
person
target
did.
and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
And who would be so despicable as such to do something?
That's just
Genocide Jill, but we
awful.
know it's not Genocide
How
Jill.
could anyone be so cruel?
You think so?
Byakuya,
I
yeah.
can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
So it wouldn't be a Byakuya thing to do. He has, like, he's not gonna, like, go against his own, like, morals just to kill someone. So if we're looking at the people who are alive, could have been Kyoko. Let's be honest, it could have been Kyoko. How else would she have known to look into his hands? Or it could have been the one who has literally been leading us along the whole thing, like directed. They literally directed our movement for the whole thing. Celeste, just saying, there's enough intellect there to do so. The effort made to convince us the two murders were the same. That was the main characteristic this time, or was the main character. Kyoko must have noticed this fact from the very beginning, which is why she was involved. So I said not to look at this as series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing. When you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
Kyoko?
Problem numero uno right now.
Who killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions in the end murdered? Has Celeste manipulated Hifumi in the past to make tea? In the debates up till now, the way the case is unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. I mean, we have seen Celeste manipulate everyone, not everyone, but Hifumi before.
Here's my answer.
Oh, what's going on
It
here?
was Celeste.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
That's like textbook, the best answer to say when you're being suspicion of. When people are suspicious of you. There, I remember English.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
That seems a bit
joke?
suspicious.
I wonder.
Yeah, Byakuya is like...
So what you are saying then is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi.
Why? Because...
The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him.
Why are you getting mad? You literally asked me
That
to
I
make
would
a
go
cup of tea.
within 10 feet of that.
Are you breaking
Praise
down?
that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Whoa, you just swore.
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that you saying that or asking me, is there...
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you.
What do you mean the two of you? Hifumi's dead.
Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
That's not good enough evidence, right? That Hifumi's... Oh, the screaming. Oh, well...
Shoot.
Encountering the suspicious individual. That is what
The behavior they had in common
saw.
has to do with
That's
the
insane, that's
suspicious
from the
individual
beginning,
in the
man.
suit, doesn't it?
Oh,
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
What did you... Huh? Huh? Are you talking to me?
Sorry.
What do you mean, sorry, Makoto? You're literally going to stand up for yourself, right?
As he said,
Oh,
only
As
Celeste
he
and
said, the
Hifumi
adults
ever
are
laid
talking
eyes
now.
on the
Get out of
costumed
here,
individual.
Byakuya. You're starting to be annoying, mate. Like, actually stop. What kind of stupid nonsense? Shush, the adults are talking now. Honestly.
If we accept that Hifumi was one
He
of the
doesn't like that I
culprits,
got his
we can't
punchline
help
out
but
for it,
suspect
that's
what
why.
Celeste has said as well.
Are you
Oh, it's not
saying
on, so that's why.
everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual,
And
correct?
did we find them? No.
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
We did completely forget about where Robo Justice might have gone. I saw shadows, something moving around at the top of the stairs. I do miss. I
We
will miss
headed to
voicing
the second
Celeste, though.
floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
Ah! The weird
She
scream.
let out a blood-curdling scream.
I don't think blood curdling is the right
and when we'd
word.
all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Why is he only getting mad about it now? Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the stage ghost ran. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab...
Did she try and scream so that Hifumi could hear her scream?
It was time for her partner to get to work.
Was it that loud? Jeez Louise. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. I told you Celeste was so in control of this.
It was to get us to divide into 2 groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
Which is a really high intellect move. How did she manage to get 6 of us? We had no idea where we were. See, this is only something that someone with enough IQ, enough brains could think of. And if it weren't Byakuya, it wouldn't work with Hifumi. His morals just wouldn't allow him to do so. He wouldn't do that just to save his life. This is Byakuya we're talking about. It has to be Celeste or Kyoko. And, you know, is Kyoko the best at manipulating people? Celeste is better.
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Oh, so you were in control of it. Oh, I told you. Then why don't we split into 2 groups? I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting. Very well, then Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. So it's a complete... Whoa. Is it a complete fluke? I'll lead the... Okay, so no, he just says that he'll do that. So he just... Okay. But then you don't know that Hina's gonna be like...
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
All of them, because how do you make sure that Hina leaves? Do you just say, I'm not feeling well? That's not very Celeste.
And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on.
Which one? Oh, that's very different from your other scream.
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we are on the 3rd floor. Everything's going according to plan.
Why is it Byakuya who's taking charge now? Why does he sound so
Why else would you
annoying?
let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
It was a loud scream, yeah.
I just realized another strange thing.
Shush, the adults are talking. Shush, the kids are talking. Byakuya.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
Go on. It's not auto, you can't go on. Sorry. I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered. Well, why did you say that? That's
Celeste,
a weird thing.
You were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
That is flipping. That is damn. Okay.
I don't believe it. Everything.
Why is Celeste not saying
the whole
anything?
thing was
like,
one
not even
big
taking
act.
credit for it. Oh,
Hina,
like,
you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
how did she get you to leave
Yeah.
the room?
I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste
Yeah, you couldn't have
took me to
planned
the
that at all.
bathroom. Wait, then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
How was the original plan to sneak out gonna work,
Each
man?
piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed.
It's just like some of this
Wouldn't
has
you
to be
agree,
coordinated.
Celeste?
Oh, this
I
is a
have
direct
no
attack
idea
on
what
Celeste
you
now.
mean.
No, don't play dog.
Don't bother trying to deny it.
don't
You
do
made
that.
one fatal mistake.
And what was that?
Did I?
Don't say
I
that.
didn't
You're
even catch
basically
it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
Which one?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
I don't remember it. You must really be enjoying this. I remember that. Standing around finally confused. We're all gonna die here. Just like those guys died.
I
Guys!
remember her saying that too, but
Oh
I don't
my
understand what's
days!
so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were
Oh,
first to discover
my
Taka's body in
days.
the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I
So
left with
did
Makoto.
Celeste not have the opportunity to know?
Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the 4 of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka
That's
being
false.
dead.
I know for a fact that's false.
think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
I feel like that is false.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
Oh.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Why do we expect her to remember what she said? You have to say that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense, but what is he alluding to? The fact that it's plural! Are you guys dumb? Oh my days! Oh, you guys are so like... I don't understand how these guys are so traumatized. They're meant to be the ultimates. Like, is it gonna be your account then, or what?
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
I know it's that.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it, what was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I know why it doesn't make sense. It's the fact that I have to tell you guys in some itty-bitty specific way. I got Monokuma number 3. I have got Celeste's account. I've also got the e-handbook. Okay, so why is it showing up then?
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated.
How do I tell you guys that it is because it is a plural statement?
Just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this.
Switch
what
it out
was so
back.
strange about Celeste's comment?
Do I take so strange and put it to that? I know what's strange.
All I said was...
It's not gonna be that.
They must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be... We are going to die. And that is all...
And that's all it takes to finish. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Give me that. Wrong one. Speed forward. Go hit that. The other one. You know what I mean? Those guys.
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are going to die, just like those guys.
Oh, thank goodness.
No,
oh my days.
wrong.
Oh my days, I got it. They're not even giving me like bullets.
There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Taking a cookie for that. I'm almost out of cookies and we're almost done with the case.
And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys?
You can really tell this game is stuck in my mouth, isn't it? We would say, just like those guys have died in the past, like Sakura. Don't mean that all guys do
Because
it.
Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Celeste, instead of trying to play this off, just refute it with proper evidence. Like, come on now. You must know that they could have not all have been guys. We use those as like a tool for everyone, you know? I don't mean that they were all dead, you know? Like, those guys that died in the past, like, no, not Sakura, sorry. Sayaka. They died. Gone. Reduced to atoms.
Imagination.
Oh my days, this game
You
is
claim
stupid.
that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw.
But I haven't
Then
done
what
anything
about the
notable,
picture
so
I
I don't
took?
get one. Not even
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten?
You could probably
are
just
the
wrap
only
the
one
suit
who could
around
have possibly
Hifumi
fit
and have
into
him
that
hold
suit.
it up and act like he's being strangled. It's not
Plus,
that hard.
I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Well, that still doesn't answer the previous question. Answer that one first. Get yourself out of trouble.
Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging
Thank you,
Hifumi
Kyoko.
away?
Hifumi's just faking it.
What could you possibly mean by that?
Monotone expression like. Alright, looks like someone is just
Surely
absolutely
there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
We literally can explain this any other way. It's not that hard. It was a picture of Hifumi holding it.
I got it!
Thank you.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
Thank you, Frodo.
That's
Oh, you didn't think
certainly
I'd
within
get
the
that
realm of
simple?
possibility.
Oh my days. That's such a simple thing. Oh, we don't have imagination. Looks
being
like you don't have
dragged
enough
off in that
imagination to look at
picture
this photo from a
isn't
different
Hifumi,
angle, do you?
but the
Oh my
person in the
days.
robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around.
Well,
And
Karen,
the
you would
strange
carry like
costume
that.
might only exist to lead us astray even farther.
Alright, we can't tell who's in it.
If you saw
but if we
someone
saw
wearing
no one-
something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Yeah, see, I was clicking. It's doing it for us.
Such a thing
Oh my
is
days.
utterly impossible.
Go on, tell us
Hifumi
why.
was dragging
Give
him
us
away?
the evidence.
Ridiculous.
What do you mean ridiculous?
I don't think it's ridiculous
Oh
at all.
my days. Oh my
Then
days.
shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Oh, stop getting so annoyed. You're not helping. Just think you can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. Is that really possible? Is this like end time or what? So we're still not done here. It's been almost 2 hours.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out.
Is it Robo Justice?
Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious,
Wow.
there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Jeez, what's okay? I'm sorry. Imagine if that was it and I just got it.
You
but it
dressed
wasn't.
me up in that suit after I passed
But I think
out.
that's the thing I need to have a go
Then
at.
you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my
Not
weight.
that. It's not.
You tried to make me look like the
Is
bad
it Robo
guy.
Justice blueprints? What are the blueprints again? I don't think it's any of this beginning stuff, so I haven't like. Which were found in Yasuo. Have the arms bent like this. Oh. Okay.
Like I
Might be
said,
this then.
ridiculous.
Like I
As you
said,
can see in the
ridiculous.
picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
I still don't know what comes after that as well. I do need to know. I'm just gonna skip forward and see what that says. Because I am running a bit low.
You dressed me up in that, then you just draped it. You tried to make me look.
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person inside the... There's no way they could stand up straight. Then the fortune-telling idiot is a...
No way!
Okay, so the last two are pointless anyway. Okay, so there's definitely contradiction in what Celeste is trying to put in. So it's not in what
You dressed me
Yasuhiro's
up in
saying.
that suit after I passed out. Then you just
Costume. Is it gonna be about the bending thing again? In addition, you'll not be able to see their feet bend at the waist. But I already
You
shot
tried to make me look like the
costumes,
bad guy.
didn't I?
Like I said, ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious,
We didn't know.
there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
I already shot at that.
Then
though,
the
didn't I?
fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all.
I'm
No
pretty sure I already
way.
shot at that with costume. Do I do it again? So there's a contradiction in something that Celeste is saying. That is what this game is telling me right now. So I disregard what Yasuhiro is saying.
After I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous.
As
you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up.
I swear I already did that.
Wrong.
Did I do? I don't know. But I thought I'd already done that, so I didn't do it again.
Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious,
they
could still stand up like that.
I thought I'd already done that. I'll be honest, I didn't know.
Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Oh well, it's done anyway. Totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
Well, it's not really a mistake, it's probably
I'm not so sure that was a mistake.
By product. It wasn't intentional.
I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Oh, wow. Oh, so that you could
Celeste and
actually carry it
Hifumi took
properly.
the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it.
So they knew they were going to do it. So yeah, they just designed it.
That's how they were able to fake that whole thing.
Oh, damn.
The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Which they did do effectively, I guess.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Oh, you don't use a gambling term with a gambling person. Oh, they've clocked now. Oh, they've gone crazy. It's crazy time. It's crazy time. It's crazy time.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Oh, they're going crazy.
Celeste? Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Go on, what is
Have
it?
you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
It's like as she gets angry, she slightly loses the accent. Hey, Hifumi, who is it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right, I remember their name. Yes, Hero. Well,
When
you
we
were
asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, "Yes,
that's not a direct quote. He actually said, "Yeah, it's her." Hero. Yeah, direct quote.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Yasuhiro Hagakure!
But my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Did you make that up?
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're
What?
only making things more...
Sorry? Your real name is what? Tarot? What, because of tarot cards or something? Oh, I'm so blind, I've gone past her name. Name Yasuhiro Hagakure. No idea, man. No idea.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us.
How he used to
How did he refer to each of us?
I got it! That's
I
right.
didn't remember that.
Our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Hold on, how does that joke make sense? Not the joke, but how does that plot point make sense in the original language? They don't use last names, do they? Oh, I mean, they always use last names.
Exactly.
Don't they?
I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
I guess they could have just changed the honorific, maybe. Yeah, that'll be
So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
What if he just couldn't remember it?
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
Right, there's just
Indecent?
not in it.
Don't talk.
Oh, my days.
Random chance.
Oh.
Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
Convenient, it could
No.
have happened.
There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal.
He literally could have
But he
forgotten
must
it.
have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to.
Huh?
And that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
Did she not? Is it not Ludenberg?
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit! Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like
pointless.
a loser to you?
You're starting to.
Well, do I?
Did you want my honest answer?
What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
You're literally looking how other
Okay,
people are
then
doing.
fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes
My name
are
is Celestia
wide open and listen up.
Ludenberg. My name is Celestia Ludenberg Kardashian.
My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Just want to remind you guys about something that we found out. Each student has their own handbook, e-handbook, which also acts as a card key. The owner's name is displayed each time the handbook is booted up. It is believed that no handbooks were involved in carrying out the murders this time. Well, it might not have been involved in carrying out the murders, but it may have been involved in the damn case. To do something to make her accept it. I swear if I get the e-handbook truthfully, I know what I'm using. Give me it, thank you. Thank you, give me it. E-handbook.
Ifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real
How do
name
you know it
is.
isn't her real?
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celeste Ludenberg! God damn it!
The legendary
How long
quote.
do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
No, that's wrong.
I do want to see what your last... Actually, it was your last statement. No one really cares. Got you where you started.
That's it. The handbook.
Oh, you're screwed now, aren't you? Oh, you're really screwed now. Oh, it's not looking good for you. It's not looking good.
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right?
It's not looking
Monokuma
good.
told
Wait,
us
no,
all
no.
about it before.
Not looking good. This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life. So, listen, whenever you stand up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that. But we don't need
So
to know
all
about
we
that
have to
now.
do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything.
So, what is
That's
it?
how we can find out Celeste's real name.
I did think we knew Celeste's real name, but okay.
that's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
We're literally debating a murder case. There's no laws in this school.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened?
Why is he acting like a teacher?
Please,
Alright.
just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up.
Bro, somehow Makoto has brought Celeste back from the brink of that edge, apparently.
Because,
You just admitted you're in check.
because,
though.
because,
What was Leon's? Stupid.
Until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it.
Everyone's pretty
Let me
suspicious.
go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on
Thing
all
is,
your
why
crimes.
do we do this? Why do we make them admit they did it? All we need is a majority vote to convict them anyway.
And that'll bring everything to an end.
Like, this whole next segment is literally useless because it doesn't matter. In this case, how did the killer recruit their accomplice? Was it seduction? Oh no. What have we got? We've got... Okay, the justice hammers should be pretty easy to sort out, I think. Well, this does just look like it goes there. I've not got many hearts left, so let's try do this pretty soon, you know. Oh wait, when is this? This is ages ago, right? Jeez Louise. Oh, we've got some obvious ones that we can fill in at least. What the world is going on here? Oh, is that when the camera was taken? It was. Give me that camera. Do you see that? See? What's that? Justice Hammer number 4? Okay, well... it's gonna be there because it's clean. No, never mind. That's the clean hammer right there. Clean hammer. Definitely not the right one. Justice Hammer number 4 goes over here then. Because we've literally just been told that is what happens. I forget that this is not in order anymore. So yeah, we've got that picture. Nice picture. Jeez Louise. Library. What happened in the library again? Nurse's office. Oh, they found him there, didn't they? Byakuya probably being annoyed is probably the right one that goes there, I can't lie. But I'm not too sure, so I'm gonna skip. So, oh, tornado. What's the one? Spinjitzu. Spinjitzu. What's got that? I don't even know what will go there, you know. We've got 10 minutes, I think. Yeah, I should be fine. Actually, I need to put the time down. Time should be an easy one, surely. Yeah, it was this one. Sorry, I completely missed that. Oh, what Justice Hammer did you have? I don't get to see these here though, that's the thing. Like, I generally don't remember when Justice Hammer this one was. Let me think. Celeste got attacked with 1. So I think you had any bigger than this and it'll probably do a lot of damage. I think that was 3. Left, right, always look before you cross the road. Is this him pushing it or not? Kinda looks like it is, so I think it's this one. Just pushing it along. Why you got cat ears now? So then we've got this one, don't we? Because so let's go back and see which ones we haven't filled in. We haven't filled this one in. So okay, it's gonna be Byakuya, isn't it? Just being annoyed. That is literally his job. Oh, okay. We didn't need that, did we? Oh, oh gosh. Yeah, that one's correct. So what goes here? Oh, it's Yasuhiro. They knock him out or not? Looks like they kind of just suffocated him. Not suffocated, but yeah, whatever. Oh, okay, so that goes there. And what goes here? These are some from previous cases. It's this one, isn't it? I can't tell which one's the long hand and which one's the short hand. I also can't tell which way the watch around is, but I think it's that one. Okay,
the killer is
let's hope
you.
we've got this.
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder.
That's pushing the
and
thing.
That person was...
Skip, I know. Okay, I've got 1 heart, jeez Louise. And that person was the killer. But what can I put here? Okay, I'm gonna go through it again. Clock, yeah, Yasuhiro being mad, yeah. Picture got taken over there. Now that's the time. So that's happened, yeah. And it's one of the numbered Justice Hammers. I have no idea which one it is. Why have I put 4 there? Is that the last one we found? I think so. Yeah, it is. That's Byakuya being annoyed, right? That's Justice Hammer number 3, so at least they're not in order now. Yeah, so this one does not go here. It goes probably at the beginning. So then that gives me enough sense to... is he dancing? Look at him, he's doing the ninja one. But does that mean that this first one is just Tiffany sitting there. It kind of has to be. You know, I don't really have anything else. Where is it here?
Here's exactly what happened.
That could go there. Or was it Chris?
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder.
Yeah,
and that person was...
someone. Yes.
Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
German to the music. Oh no! What? No! Don't make me redo it. Don't make me redo it. Don't make me redo it. Don't make
I
me...
refuse to give up
third
yet.
or fourth time. This is clearly the worst one I've done so far. Oh my days. Okay. You're gonna make me do it all again, aren't you? Yeah, because I failed. Oh gosh. Oh my days. This one has to be at the correct time, you know? I guess it's just gonna be that, and then... What would go there? Did he get hit by a Justice Hammer or not? I don't know. They never found one with him, did they? I can't tell. I genuinely have no idea. Does the time go here? No idea, man. No idea. Photo, that's for sure. This one is the big clock, that's for sure. Oh my days. This one. What did I even put before? I thought Justice Hammer number. Oh, where's 4? It looks darker. Did I already use it? No, it's literally just darker. Darker than it was before. This is just Byakuya being annoying, isn't it? He just has to have his own panel. It's Byakuya. Then Justice Hammer number 3, I think. Is the third to be found? I don't remember. It's 3 or 2, man. I know it is, but I don't know which. Don't know which one. I think I've counted them up one too many. No, that's pushing it, innit? Wait, is it? He's going to a different room there, so it might be. It could just be 2 frames for the same one. Maybe I need to use the hinge. Do use something to move Taka's body. So yeah, at least it's not just Hammer that. Then the weapon the killer used on my perfume. Boom, put that there. But I'm not gonna reenact it just yet. Which Justice Hammer was in the nurse's office on all my days. I have no idea, mate. I've got no idea. Has to be bloody. This is gonna be who was there. Library who used something to fake the existence of a shadowy criminal. What, so is it Justice Hammer number 2? And then this one is clean. Why is it clean? The Justice Hammer that was used to... What number was it? Oh my days, it's literally just the numbers. 4, 2, 3. Done them wrong. That's definitely correct. That's definitely correct. This one. What is this? Who was it that the killers summoned first? Well, it will be as you of everyone. So what's this? What time? And you're telling me this isn't the right one?
The killer is you!
I'm just gonna see what it says. I've got the times wrong, haven't I? I've got them mixed up. That's why I can't make sense of this one, because it's not this one. Can I, like, call it back or something? No, I can't. I have to go all the way and fetch it. You weren't 1 o'clock, were you? That's why. I'm being dumb. Oh my days. One of the easier ones as well.
Here's exactly what happened.
But, you know, eventually, still got it.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
Oh my days.
That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, They drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit.
Jeez Louise.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him.
The blue eyes.
While the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
So lucky. It was just this happening over.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder.
Oh.
The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes.
Now I have to hope this one's correct.
Next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story.
Do that again.
With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds. That the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
thank goodness. Well, it doesn't look bloody, does it? That's not accurate.
While we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office.
Bad idea all along.
This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered.
Imagine if he didn't have glasses. That would have been annoying.
He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found.
What's going on with his left arm? Animator's got a bit, scuffed up.
Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room.
There we go, it was correct.
He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository.
2 more. 1 more chance.
That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
That's it.
But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
It's not even dancing, even beats music. Hammer.
Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Why we got flowers? Well, I wasn't involved, was I? What was that? What was all that for?
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
You lose, okay then. Well, perfect screenshot. But what was all that for, huh? Why we get all like animation?
I lost?
Just being told you lost is enough for
I
you, apparently.
lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words?
This was the last
They
time.
hang heavy around my neck.
Oh well, maybe if you do it more often.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor.
He's been doing that the whole time.
Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no, Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko Yasuhiro. Taiko Yasuhiro.
Taiko?
No, it's not
So,
Taiko.
you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Their whole voice has changed. What? Before it was like Celestia Ludenberg, and now it is like I'm kind of like this, you know. I'm the kind of person. Once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
I can work with this voice if I try, but like Celestia Taiko Yasuhiro. I guess that's it. You know, they're definitely the one who's gonna give up the easiest. C. How in the world have I gone A? Yeah. How have I got an A? I failed about 7 times throughout the whole thing. I did so terrible. Like, why are you commending
Okay,
me for that?
Monokuma, I'm ready to begin.
I'm ready
Or,
to begin.
no,
Or no.
I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
I could probably do
It
that
is
voice if I
indeed the
tried.
moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay?
Okay.
If you would, please locate your lever and cast your
Tell me
vote.
music anymore.
And when the votes are tallied, who will become the
I'm
blackened?
afraid it will be me.
Will you make the right choice
get
or
along
the
with it? I don't like things
dreadfully
to be dragged
wrong
on.
one?
Not really
What's
should
it
be.
gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Wee! Yeah, Monokuma! Yeah! Monokuma! No. Monocoins. The fact that it can be someone who is dead implies that the guilty person could be someone who is dead.
What?
It's basically a formality at this point. Once again, you're totally correct. But back in this time, the true killer who devised the whole sting in scheme was Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly,
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Fumi's ineptitude was beyond all my
I knew
calculations. So you really did approach your Fumi this time. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to keep murder. Sure, she relied on her specialty. Lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then,
And did you use, you know... I know you could figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Fumi to act as my
Indeed.
accomplice, I used her. If Fumi's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but... It was the one thing Fumi and Taku are both super into, does she mean? She's talking about alter ego.
Say what?
What are you talking about?
just a second.
Don't interrupt her in the middle of a very important conversation here. I like that Celeste doesn't rat us out at the end, though. That's respectful. I respect Celeste Ludenberg, or Taiko Yasuhiro. Totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words,
Then you're the one in the story.
indeed.
That's right.
I see.
Used it to track your film when you come up with. Right again. Last night after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Ifumi a little visit. Oh, what are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you alone, because this is not Taiko but Celeste still. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it. What?
are you okay with
Taiko.
this?
He stole it. What?
So
And I have
then,
proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you know what to Taika's room earlier and took pictures of it there. Delete the picture as soon as I shown it to Ifumi, of course.
Damnation!
Ah, so it was him. How did you do it? He was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct, which is why Taika forced me to
Say what?
What?
as for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
Did?
as for
He came to
me,
my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say he. What?
What?
Sorry. Huh?
Damnation!
That what?
Say what?
Okay. It was,
Completely.
Whoa.
Most unfortunate.
Please, if you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands. Huh?
Actually,
Zack is planning to use her to escape, and he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean. Zack is going to try to kill you. What?
indeed.
And also, he can keep her to himself. Is that believable, apparently?
Honestly.
Can we allow him to continue with his barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I?
I swear!
I have to save her.
Actually,
Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. Huh? I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Ifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even as love is twisted bad, it still drives people mad, you will see. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Ifumi's
Indeed.
creation? Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt too. All I asked him to do was make someone tie the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But...
So why... Yasuo Gakure. So why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. That's it.
let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. I feel like I could cry. But when you were explaining Sakura Okami, or when you were explaining your parent to Ifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? And she's asking us, what was Ifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you had actually let him live?
Are you okay with
That's
this?
simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course, that wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Ifumi, the plan was, while you all questioning about what happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Ifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seemed very straightforward, very typical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Ifumi ended up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end...
So you had planned to kill him all along? But of course, then there would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How could human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to avoid.
don't be mean!
Now you sound like Miyaki.
I wonder about
He
that.
derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we're nothing alike.
Why?
And what made you take things so far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million want to come off? Because that is a lot of money, it's true. That's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thoughts had been escape. But all along, you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little bitch.
Obviously, that was a lie.
Hey,
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. Well, then anyone else in here.
you
I
little
wanted to get out.
bitch.
Every day was fresh torture. You want to know why?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. Accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my
Honestly.
dream forever. And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical
As for
killing.
me,
It's also for that dream. And what was this dream
isn't
of
it
yours?
wonderful?
To live in a European castle. A castle? I mean, you do sound... That is a creepy image. And together, handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers slash bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfect aesthetic world.
This is fine.
Leaving the rest of my world, there was only one dream. It was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Questionable image. Combined with my own winnings, one of Kuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge.
There is
but
nothing to be done.
Unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would
Just
I?
the
You
worst.
sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh,
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. You guys were never my friends. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel
do
nothing.
you
That's
understand?
all there is to me. That's what makes it complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for
What is
understanding.
this?
That's what we should be saying. That's what we should be saying. Plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even feel my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious, and that's why you're not
Yes,
scared.
indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had
Isn't
a choice,
it wonderful?
then I think I would like to come back as Mary and
Hey.
you'd just get executed again. Celeste smiled then. When she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. With that weak fake smile.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Okay, let's get rolling.
Now
I
then,
didn't
I
finish
prepared
that, but
a
he probably said
very
something about
special
killing.
punishment.
Oh, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
Yes, I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
What?
This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way.
Celeste's voice is cool. I just can't do this one.
Which is why...
Which is
Actually,
why.
it's not important. Well then...
Whoa. Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way, which is why it's not important.
Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
I like Celeste, you know. Celeste's not that bad of a character. Had to go kill people, was very smart about it, to be honest. And posed a very good case. And also exposed how dumb this group of ultimates really is. You don't understand, these guys are so dumb. There was so many plot holes that should have been figured out, you know. It's almost like she's excited this time. All crowd, execution style. Burning of the Versailles image. Music. I will just burn the puppy as well because it is literally just gonna burn anyway. Is this the noble death you wanted? Someone call the bomb guard. Oh yeah, Celeste's the voice. I was gonna say, angrier, you sound like you lost your accent. Don't know which accent it is either, I can't tell. Versailles, I'm not gonna say where because I forget where Versailles is, so... Oh. Some nice music. Oh, there's the Monokuma thing. Does that mean something's about to happen? Oh, the bomb brigade. They've seen a fire. They want to sort it out. Somehow this one has been less brutal than all of the others. Like, actually looking at it, it wasn't actually as bad as the others. I guess they put out the fire. That's not how a hose works. What? That was pointless. Like, actually pointless, Monokuma. Like, get a grip. You've just wasted resources. We don't got much of those up in here, and you're wasting putting fire out like that. It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her, but... I just can't deny that I considered her a friend too. Can't pity her, you know. You've been drowned. You know, I had to just come along and... Isn't it just powerful? Someone can get free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people have to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young, you need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Isn't it? I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation. What's that meant to me? What do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash, you just let me out of here. And all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. It's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna keep us make us keep going through this? What do you want from us? God, I'm supposed to take care. People ask me that. Give me the rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So what's the deal with that? None of your business.
Well, what?
Ah, what's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine. What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh. Hey,
Answer me. What did you what?
Ooh, how exciting!
Monokuma?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I get out of here. Meanwhile, you guys can go on and join us. Go ahead. If you get lonely, give me a shout. I'll do anything you want.
See ya later!
What was that? Wow, okay. Well, there wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko. I don't know why we mentioned it, but what's the key that Celeste gave you? Most likely the locker to alter ego. It's the key to one of the dressing room lockers. Well, then that means...
Hmm.
So let's probably hit it in there.
Hey!
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well, we'd better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. And we go check. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. Let's see. If we get... As we approach the dressing room, Kyoko looked back to us. Kyoko looked back to us and said, I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later. Why exactly are you going alone?
So...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? Still the risk of spying. Oh. Then I'll go to...
What?
You? Please, let me go. You're arguing straight to
Goodbye.
To us. Do whatever you want. Thank you. Yeah, so now say thank you. And it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? Yes, hero Gakure. Huh? So go together? Does that mean what I think it is? What was that meant to mean? I tried to forget what he said. Everyone headed to the dining hall.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah. He doesn't really care, does he?
So then...
Need to get into that locker. Well, use the key. Sorry. And the last close swung open we saw...
You really came.
Good morning. Hey, it's been a while, hasn't it? Safe, thank goodness. Never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. Like she was speaking with the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. Doing my best, so please just wait a while longer. So now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but if we take a second, since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. She's not going to be honest with you. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
You...
Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However...
Regardless, that's not something you should know right now. I don't need to know. That just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time. You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation.
Indeed.
Do that. It's only natural they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? No! I believe in you.
What?
Do you believe in me? St. Alvius, you believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me, and I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. Oh, I can hear the crowd saying, oh, wow. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe you. Just a little bit more. Then?
That's fine.
No. What? So you've managed to somehow convince Kyoko to tell you what she's been doing for the past 2 chapters by just saying, oh, we're friends. Friends are meant to believe in each other. You believe in me, right? Isn't that gaslighting? Fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing, where I've been going. I'll show you. You see? Oh. What I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believed in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own 2 eyes. I waited for nighttime to come. When it did, I went into action. Well, it's not really a good idea to be out at nighttime, is it? It really isn't.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom, the 2nd floor, doesn't have a surveillance camera on mine too. The storage closet there, way in the back. Oh my days, she said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko really be right about this? Well, I'm gonna be sneaky. I kinda wanna know what happens if I just like, you know... I kinda just like, go somewhere else. Save there. Okay, so we can load that. Can I just go somewhere else? Kyoko told me I have to see it for myself. Oh, I think it's gonna make me do that. Well, since I'm not trying to be sneaky anymore, since you know, I'm literally just gonna load that thing anyway. I'm gonna try to find our rooms. Where are they? This is 2nd floor. I have to see it for myself. It's in the back of the boys' bathroom. Okay. I just want to load it from there, just because. Yeah, I know. I was literally just right here. Okay, turn there. Boys' bathroom. Boom, let's go. Uh-oh, what's up here? Well, it says CCTV in the left when I can't look there, so... Just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. Secret Kyoko told me about. Could it really be hidden here? Oh, that's a fake panel if I've ever seen one. She said it was way in the back of the storage closet. I mean, seriously? I was thinking I placed my hand on the back of the storage. So obviously it would have been yanked in. Kashonk! That's a weird sound. Same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. No idea what was going on. Ah, what's going on here? Boom. I'd fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? Turned out, the back wall was like a revolving door, and I'd made my way to the other side. Just like Kyoko said. But definitely being
Correct.
watched. boys' bathroom on the second floor, there's a storage closet. Where in the back of that closet, there's a secret room. How have you found this, Kyoko? Is this the secret room? What's in here? You've covered your tracks, right? You've probably got one opportunity to look at anything in this room. Let's go to the desk and read the papers. It's just a normal desk with normal drawers. It said read the papers. Oh my days. There's a bunch of files and what look like volume after volume of yearbooks, all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one thought the edge of the bookshop caught my eye. Oak Peak Academy Student Registry? This is the only thing in here not covered in dust, which means Kyoko's been looking at it recently. I slipped the file into my hand, before I had a chance to take a look at it. So the paper fell out of the file. I thought I was going to get hit on the head. I turned my attention to it. Must not leave. This room or this school? I could understand it if it said like I can't leave, but you must not leave. What is this? My head feels funny. Strange. It's like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't remember. What do I know? What don't I know? I'm gonna get hit on the head. Something's about to happen. The heck? Dead. Sit on. I cranked those 90s harder than you. Get wrecked. Felt like I was shaking my brain back and forth, and then darkness. I don't understand what's happening. Don't know what started it. It's all over. With that, I opened my eyes. Didn't know how long it had been, but the thing is gone. Makoto! Apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. Dull throbbing and head in my pain. Head in my pain proved that much at least. Look what you've done. Empty, gone. It's all gone. Yeah, but student registry, even though they'd fallen on the floor, it's all gone. What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. Consistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room and get some rest. Makoto, you've screwed up big time. Kyoko is going to kill you. I hope Kyoko understands that you're kind of a nuisance at times. My body was heavy with pain. I dragged myself back to my room. Somehow I made it back to the first floor. The farther I walked, the more I felt things getting more blurry. I can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that, as if from a vast distance I heard a sound. It's faint but undeniable. The sound coming from the gym? Who could be in the gym at this time? As I desperately hold my shaky frame toward the gym, as I got struck crack. Oh, what's going on? Can't be nothing here in the gym. Can you like peek through the door, like not actually like go through it? Okay, it didn't make a sound as I opened the door. The sounds coming from inside of me didn't terrify much more. Kacha, Kya, Gagaya, Ya, Jing, Bakia, Dadon, Sha. Oh. Told me that raged a battle, anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I got some staring. Got to move.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing?
Are you talking to me? Wait, is Sakura looking at me?
I asked you a question.
Is that me?
What's the meaning of this?
Stop. I didn't do anything. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
This wasn't part of the deal.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat. No longer compromise. No longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
That's scary, you know. Those eyes look like they're staring straight at me.
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be? Perhaps my spy is Sakura Ogami? A next generation legend. Stand tall, galactic hero. The end. Oh, this thing. 7 students left. That's actually so little now to be continued. I guess that's a good place to wrap it up. And since I've got 2 cookies left, do you want to save the data? Yes. Chapter 3 ending. And then that is when we end it. You know, we go back to system. We return to the menu. Because that was a roller coaster ride. No, that was Danganronpa. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was the trial, and there may be another stream on Tuesday. Do not take my word for it. Stuff happens, stuff may happen, there may be a stream. Also, there should be a video out by the end of today, so if you're still watching, hey, you know about that now. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I've got 1 cookie left. I've got 2 cookies left anyway. So, you guys get a cookie. You can take it. Here you go. Here's your cookie. And, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for, what was it, 10 followers on Twitch? Yeah, I think it was 10 followers, guys. Thank you for the follow this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys. Actually, wait. No, that's not how I do it. Gotta turn off the music as well. That was it for the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm doing it right. I'm doing it wrong. I need to get my outro ready. That'll be it for the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.